What are you going to do with 4,000 tickets?
I have absolutely no idea.
Are you going to get the Ferrari?
I wish.
Well, get 2 Ferraris. That's 80, I think.
With a free spin, land on a major value of 10 to win the jackpot.
Over 3,000.
3,012. Boom!
It finally stopped.
It finally stopped. You're stopping.
Oh, sorry.
Fit these in your pocket. Oh yeah, you might want to hold this.
That's half of them.
Hat.
I definitely can't put those in my pocket. Fair enough.
But Mac, you can't see the awesome hermit crab.
What do you think about that?
Huh.
You don't buy them in a store, right?
Nope.
What if there's even a wild kratts about a hermit crab?
Don,
Good morning.
so who are some of the highest profile Democrats?
The big names, all women. Hillary Clinton, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Michelle Obama. They've all been out there. They've all been all over the place. They say similar things. Each appeals to different parts and professions.
Well, let's listen to some of the things they're saying, starting with Elizabeth Warren.
Okay, she is really the new rock star in the party. She's a liberal firebrand. She's unapologetically progressive. We've heard her described all these ways. She speaks to the heart and soul of the activists in the Democratic Party. They love her. And, you know that song, It's All About That Bass? My daughter rolls her eyes as I say that. She is all about the bass, and her appearances reflect that. Listen to this Sunday in Iowa on behalf of the U.S. Senate candidate there, Chris Gray.
The Republicans have made clear their basic vision of how to build a country, how to build a future. Their vision is that government should work for those at the top, for those who have money, for those who have power, for those who can hire armies of law vision is that we make government work for the people. That's what it is.
Okay, edgy, popular, getting a big cheer from the crowd, at least there. Then there's Hillary Clinton, who's been seen as more of a centrist figure, hasn't she?
A centrist figure in the party, kind of reflecting where her husband, the former president, came from as well. The interesting thing is, though, you cannot watch Hillary Clinton on this stuff without presuming she's running for president. The audience presumes that, so that hangs over everything, okay? So she is giving them, though, not unlike Senator Warren, kind of a mix of New Deal populism, also a little nostalgia. She mentions President Obama once in a while, but not too much. She's been visible in the South, as has Bill Clinton, red states that he won when he was running for president, but she's also going to battleground states in places where Democrats are strong and could use a little help. This is from the Detroit suburb of Rochester.
There is honor in hard work, and there is worth and dignity in every human being. And everyone deserves not just a chance, but a second chance and even a third chance at a better life for themselves and their families.
You can just hear that classic Clinton rhetoric, gonna help those who work hard, play by the rules.
Exactly, it's her version.
But there's also an Obama on the campaign trail, just not the unpopular one.
Exactly, the First Lady. People forget that her approval ratings are still north of 60%. She is very popular generally. She is especially popular with the base. She also helps with minority turnout. She's out there as the defender-in-chief, making her husband's case. She's been all over. Here she is.
We are better off today than when Barack first took office, by any measure. And I'm not just talking as a wife, because I do love my husband, and I think he's marvelous. And he is doing an outstanding job.
Okay, so these are the surrogates, in effect, that Democrats have been relying on because they can't, in most states, rely on the president to campaign for them. Of course, the Republicans have their own big guns out there, right?
How about these names? Ted Cruz, Rand Paul, Paul Ryan, Marco Rubio, Rick Santorum, Mitt Romney. Most, at least, will you with an eye toward 2016.
Don, thanks very much.
Pleasure.
That's NPR National Political Correspondent Don Gagne. And next week, we will check in with Don to hear what some of those big-name Republicans are saying as they finish the 2014 campaign and also make the unofficial start of 2016.
Yeah, it's getting closer. And a reminder that for more news, political, otherwise, we've had lots of stuff on the show this morning. You can follow us on Facebook, also on Twitter, @Morning Edition, @NPR Green. And the gentleman sitting to my right, you can find him @NPR Inskeep. Thank you very much. You are listening to Morning Edition from NPR News. I'm David Green.
And I'm Steve Inskeep.
Several years ago, physician Peter Cohen noticed that many of his patients were taking weight loss supplements that the FDA had already recalled.
I was struck by both the side effects they were having and the fact that they were still able to purchase them.
So, why were these banned supplements still on the market? We'll find out in the next hour of the Morning Edition.
This week in This American Life, 22 years, the guy gets jobs as Linnell Hudson. He gets married as Linnell Hudson, has kids as Linnell Hudson, until he's arrested for stealing that name and a social security number from somebody else. He's convicted, and game's up, right? No.
I think he's used that identity for so long that he really thought that's who he was.
That's this week.
And you can hear This American Life Friday evening starting at 7 o'clock. You're listening to Morning Edition on member-supported Alabama Public Radio, where every listener plays a vital role in ensuring the future of public radio. This is the home stretch of our fall membership campaign. And with the end of the drive almost here, we're counting on you to do your part now. In just 2 minutes, you can support an entire year of quality programs that make a difference in your life and in your community. Because you listen, please go to apr.org and give before time runs out. Alabama Public Radio needs support from all all of us. We can't leave it all until the last day. Every contribution makes a difference, so please don't put it off any longer. Do your part now. Once again, the website is apr.org. Take Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. It's quick, it's easy, 2 minutes of your time, and then you'll be done, and you can hear all the great programming from Morning Edition and Alabama Public Radio. And thank you.
A push for more economic stimulus in Europe.
Marketplace Morning Report is produced in association with the University of Southern California and is supported by Regis, providing total office solutions for startups to Fortune 500s, fully furnished, staffed, and ready to plug in and get to work. 1-800-OFFICES.
From 8 p.m. in Washington, I'm David Mura, for David Brancaccio, with a local perspective on business and the economy. Investors in Europe seem happier today after several big American companies reported stronger than expected earnings. Today in Europe, Heineken, and so is GlaxoSmithKline, the UK-based pharmaceutical company. BBC's Jonathan Fruin joins us on the line from London. Good morning, Jonathan. Hi, David. What are we seeing of earnings from these last few minutes?
Big consumer firms like Heineken, the brewery firm, their reported sales down a tad. Other big consumer-targeted companies, similar sort of picture. And I think that is reflecting the fact that there is concern about the European consumer. But if you compare back to a week ago, where markets seem to be in turmoil, then the picture is rather better. And I was doing some sums just before we came in. You look at the Eurostoxx 50, which is a sort of measure of blue chip companies. Its net yield was last Thursday, and it's up 6.4% compared to then. So things have picked up in that sense.
There is still, I imagine, concern within Europe about a possibility of recession. How acute is that?
There are fears, and certainly German growth figures that came out last week were less than rosy, and that perhaps was a factor in the turmoil that we saw then. Clearly, the European Central Bank is concerned about it. It has begun a private sector bond-like program, and there are significant hopes that it will expand that to start buying debt from big private companies, and that seems to have calmed markets and investors' fears for that.
BBC's Jonathan Fruin. Thank you very much, Jonathan.
You're very welcome.
And let's do the numbers. The 100 share index in London is down 0.18%. It's at 6,360. The German DAX is down 0.03%. It's at 8,884. And the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ futures are all down slightly. Dow futures down 0.08%. It's at 16,534. We mentioned GlaxoSmithKline. It's trading down in pre-market trading. It's at 42.90. We were talking a minute ago about last week's market turmoil. Trillions of dollars of gains disappeared as the major markets went down, up, down again. When there's that kind of stock market volatility, there's this impulse to attribute it to something, to figure out why it's happening, why it's swing, the sharp dive. It's now Alan Sloan, senior editor-at-large for Fortune magazine. Good morning, Alan.
Keep going. We need that gas grill.